Most of the people you have come to respect are those who have gone through turmoil and bad times, but have risen again to be successful. These people have experienced many ups and downs, and have gained an understanding of life. People like these aren't born, they develop slowly over the course of time. Truth be told, when hard times hit, and the challenges you face are great, you can either let your situation destroy you or let it strengthen you. The choice is yours to make. You can deal with difficult times, if you decide to do it. In this video, we will share with you 10 tips that will help you overcome any difficult time. Number 1. Pain is a part of life, and it helps you grow. We are taught at an early age that all pain is evil and harmful. Yet, how can we ever deal with real life if we're afraid to feel what we really feel? We need to feel pain, just as we need to feel alive and loved, because that is meant to wake us up. Yet we try to hide our pain. You need to realize that you can only learn how strong you are, when being strong is the only choice you have. Number 2. A positive mindset is half the battle won. We all have days when we feel low and spending the whole day seems tough. Life isn't perfect, but it is surely good. Our goal shouldn't be to create a perfect life, but to live an imperfect life in happiness and amazement. Get up every morning, and take a look around, and you'll realize that you shouldn't take anything for granted. Everything is extraordinary and every day is a gift. Never treat life casually. Number 3. Your biggest fears don't really exist. Although fears can be very stressful, and defeats more people than any other force in the world, it's not as powerful as it seems. Remember that fear is only as deep as your mind allows, and you are still in control. So what are you waiting for? Take control. The key is to acknowledge your fear, and directly address it. Because if you don't, you open yourself to future attacks from fear when you least expect it, since you never truly faced the opponent who defeated you. You can beat fear if you face it. Be courageous, and remember that courage doesn't mean you don't get afraid. Courage means you don't let fear stop you from moving forward with your life. Number 4. You are growing through experience. Over time you will find that life isn't necessarily any easier or harder than you thought it was going to be. This isn't a bad thing, it rather makes life interesting. With a positive attitude you will always be pleasantly surprised. Experience is what you get when your plans don't work out, and experience is the most valuable commodity you own. It builds your strength. Realize this and set yourself free. Number 5. The present is all you really have to deal with. Life is not lived in some distant, imaginative land of someday where everything is perfect. It is lived here and now, with the reality of the way things are. Yes, by all means you can work toward an idealized tomorrow. Yet to do so, you must successfully deal with the world as it is today. Your friends and family are too beautiful to ignore. Take a moment to remember how fortunate you are to be breathing. Take a look around, with your eyes earnestly open to the possibilities before you. Much of what you fear does not even exist. Much of what you love is closer than you realize. You are just one brief thought away from understanding the blessing, that is, your life. Number 6. There is always, and always something to be thankful for. Life is better when you're smiling. Being positive in a negative situation is a sign of leadership and strength. You're doing it right when you have so much to cry and complain about, but you prefer to smile and appreciate your life instead. Think of all the beauty around you, see it and smile. Be thankful for all the small things in your life, because when you put them all together you will see just how significant they are. At the end of the day, it's not happiness that makes us thankful, but thankfulness that makes us happy. Number 7. Great things take time. Instant results are rarely the best results. With patience, you can greatly expand your potential. If your desires were always fulfilled immediately, you would have nothing to look forward to. You would miss out on the joys of anticipation and progress. Remember, Patience is not about waiting, it's the ability to keep a good attitude while working hard for what you believe in. It's the willingness to stay focused, confidently taking one small step at a time, knowing that the way you move a mountain is by moving one stone at a time. Every stone you move, no matter how small, is progress. Number 8. Other people cannot validate you. When we're struggling to achieve something important, sometimes we look to others to validate our progress. But the truth is, they can't. You are not in this world to live up to the expectations of others, nor should you feel that others are here to live up to yours. Pave your own unique path. What success means to each of us is totally different. Success is ultimately about spending your life happily in your own way. You do not have to be flashy to be impressive or be famous to be significant. Neither do you have to be a celebrity to be successful, nor do you need to be validated by anyone else. You are already valuable and just need to believe in yourself and what you wish to achieve. Number 9. You are not alone. In the midst of hard times, it's easy to look around and see a bunch of people who seem to be doing just fine. But they're not. We're all struggling in our own way. And if we could just be brave enough to open up about it and talk to each other, we'd realize that we are not alone in feeling lost and alone. So many of us are fighting the same exact battle alongside you. We are all in this together. So no matter how embarrassed or pathetic you feel about your own situation, know that there are others out there experiencing the same emotions. When you hear yourself say, "I am all alone," it's just your worried mind trying to sell you a lie. There's always someone who can relate to you. Perhaps you can't immediately talk to them, but they are out there. If you're feeling desperate right now, remember you are not alone. Number 10. Focus on what you can control, not what you can't. Some situations are beyond your control, and no matter what you do, you can't change a thing. You're setting yourself up for frustration when you focus your time and energy on things you can't control. You're also making the situation seem even more bleak than it actually is, because you're focusing on the negatives. You should instead focus on the things that are within your control, because that's the only way you can make a change that's actually going to help you. Make a list of everything you can control about the situation, and divert all of your focus towards those things. Anything that's not on the list doesn't get any attention. That was all about tips to overcome stress for you. Do like, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Explified.